Comfortable shoes, hats, and seat cushions were the items I relayed with the morning of August 15th. Each year my family prepared to spend the whole day in Urkupina, one of Bolivia's most important religious festivals. Urkupina folkloric entrance, a dance parade. The streets were filled with the penetrating sound of drums, trombones, and flutes. How did this tradition start? What drives the tens of thousands of people to participate in this event each year, and what does it mean to them?
Diablada. This dance was born from the legend of some miners trapped in a collapsed mine. The legend says that while the miners were trapped underground, an army of demons engulfed in flame captured them with the intent of taking them to hell. The miners pled with the Virgin Mary, who then rescued them from the demons and made a way for them out of the mine. Diablada is a dramatization of this legend and shows the struggle between good and evil. Saya. Soon after the Spanish conquistadors arrived in the Americas, they enslaved a native group of people called the Aymaras. Laboring alongside slaves brought from Africa, the Aymara came to think of the Africans as brothers in their struggle for liberty. Puhyay. This dance represents a young man's love for a maiden by implementing powerful movements and melancholy music and song. Doctorcitos. This dance was created as a satire to the lawyers during Bolivia's colonial times. There were some who ridiculed them for their proud attire, calling them huayralebas, or coats flowing in the wind. Tinku. The name denotes union through combat. Tinku was a ceremonial rite involving the violent physical confrontation between two people. Blood spilled by the opponents was considered a sacrifice given to fertilize the land. In return, the people were promised healthy crops and other blessings. Tobas. Tobas is a symbol of the sacrifices offered to their ancestral gods. Figures posing as sorcerers grant the other dancers spiritual strength. Dancers jump and turn in the air as if they had wings on their heels. Caporales. This dance represents the capataz, who is the watchman over the slaves during colonial times. The men hold whips representing power and oppression. The women distract the capataz to keep them from punishing the slaves. Morenada. Morenada represents a journey made entirely on foot by African slaves through the mountains of Bolivia. Many of the slaves suffered illness and death in the high-altitude mountains of the Potosí. The caporales were determined and therefore took them to other cities with more suitable conditions. Dancers shake rattles, keeping a constant beat, representing the monotonous sound of the chains wrapped around the slaves' ankles as they walk. The morenada men wear large costumes representing the slaves' burdens. Pop-eyed masks represent terror. Large tongue protruding from the masks suggests hunger and thirst. A nose with flaring nostrils represent lack of air at high altitudes.
What appeared to me to be a party was to others a way to demonstrate their faith and devotion to the Virgin Mary through sacrifice and celebration.
Yeah!